You all have heard me talk about hot mud and pre-filling our jobs before we start, and this is the product that we're using. We're using Sheetrock, USG Easy Sand, and this minute right here tells me how long I have until this sets up. Now, this will vary depending on the minute you get on the bag. There's all sorts of different working times. So it comes in a powder, and then you can add water to this to make it the consistency that you would like to work with. What's important here is that you're using clean, fresh water. We're not using dirty water with this. We're not using water that has other muds mixed into it. And we're also not adding any sort of +3 all-purpose or any sort of ready mix mud to this. This mud is a chemical set, so it needs to stay with itself and added with water. Now you can use this for pre-filling. You can use this for filling large gaps. We go through the house before anything's done and we pre-fill with this mud all of our butt joints, big gapped areas, gaps and flats. We also use this mud for doing remodels, repairs, patches, because you can technically get 2 coats in a day, but this should not be used for skim coat. This is only for pre-filling and then your first coat. And then I'll go ahead and mix up a pan real quick and show you how this looks. So you can mix this either with the powder in the pan first, or you can put your water in the pan. Either way, it doesn't matter. Again, you can control your consistency of the mud. So if you're filling, really thick, big gaps, you can go a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna add my water, get my powder all mixed together. So depending on, if it's a little too watery, a little too thick, you can add water or mud as needed. So this is the consistency I've got going on right now. It's pretty thick, it's great for pre-filling. We also pre-fill our tubs with this, that big wide gap around there. So it'd be great for patchwork. You can use this with mesh and paper tape, but keep in mind, if you're using it with paper tape, this mud is not gonna shrink like our taping muds do. So if you are using paper, make sure you're bedding properly and you have your mud thin enough that it's not gonna be proud of your joint. So this is pretty much easy sand, hot mud in a nutshell. Comes in bags like this, sets with water. Also make sure when you're using this that you are keeping it dry. If this powder in there gets wet, the whole bag is gonna be trash and you just wasted all of it. So that's just kind of a quick little thing about Sheetrock USG Easy Sand 20.